Hey, welcome back to J&L Adventures. I'm John, and this week we're going to talk about my 284 Winchester. Um, so this past week we've been traveling back and forth visiting my mom. She's been in the hospital, but thank the Lord she's actually getting released today and coming home. So hopefully things are going to kind of settle back down and get into more of our daily routine. So, but with that, I haven't had time to really do much videoing. So I'm late getting a video out this week. But I thought for this week I would just take you through my 284 Winchester, kind of show you what I built. So when I wanted to get into shooting long range, really wasn't sure, what that involved. I had a 6.5 Creedmoor that I had bought, and that's what I had set up for doing my long range. And it worked really well. I took it out all the way to, I think, 1,500 yards. But I never could get out to a mile, and that's what I was really wanting to get out to. So I started looking at different rounds, and I ended up going to the 284 Winchester. So this here is the rifle that I made, or really just put together. I didn't make it, but it's pretty long, pretty heavy. This is built around a Zermatt Arms TL3 Bighorn action. It is a long action, even though the 284 is a short action round. I wanted a long action because down the line, if I want to change this up, recaliber on something else, I don't have to buy another action. So the thing I like about the TL3 is it's got a bolt head that is changeable. So whatever round I want to go to, I can change the bolt head out. And it's a good action. I like it. I don't have any issues with it. It's nice and smooth. And then what I ended up doing is I ordered a shilling barrel, and so this is chambered in the 284, but I also had it reamed with a VLD reamer, and I've never had one rifled in the 4-groove ratchet rifling. So that is what this one is set up with. And then this is all mounted on a KRG Bravo chassis. So you have the adjustable cheek weld, and then I've got a diamond trigger in this as well. This is adjustable. I can't remember what it adjusts down to, but it's pretty lightweight as far as trigger pull. And the other thing that I found out when I was shooting long range with my 6.5 was optic. And I was on my 6.5, I had bought a I can't even remember what scope I had on that. It was really just more for hunting, not really long range. So whenever I was reaching out, 1,000 yards or more, it was getting difficult to see my misses. And so that's where I went with this ZCO Zero Compromise optic. This is the ZC840. This is mounted on a spur mount, and it does have illumination. So low light, you can illuminate the reticle, and then one thing that I added, being that this is a 30-inch barrel, and I did get the bull barrel on this, so also just to help with recoil, and so this here, it's heavy. I don't know the exact weight. I have not weighed it, but it's a heavy gun. So the one thing that I did add when I was doing this is I've added an extension onto the KRG chassis for my bipod. So I wanted that bipod out a little further just to help steady this. So this is nothing but a bench gun. I don't use this for any other deal except target shooting for long range. So my local range goes out to 500 yards, and that's where I'm testing all of this at. But there is a range up near Dallas that I've been to that they actually have out to a 1 mile. So that's where I'm hoping to get those test rounds dialed in, get a good round for this, and then that's where I'm gonna head to, is up to Dallas to really put this round to the test and try it out to 1,000 yards and hopefully further. The other thing that I added to this is it does have the EC tuner brake on the end of it, so that is adjustable to help dial in the harmonics once I get around, you know, that is working for me. This does use the ACS mag, so you can use that, but I actually bought this. It is just a single shot sled, so that snaps in, and I basically just load 1 round at a time through the action, and I don't use a clip. So but for what I do, 1 round at a time out at the range is sufficient. Here's a more detailed look at all of the different pieces of it, and a little bit more explanation. So hopefully this helps you out if you're looking to build you a 284 Winchester or some other caliber. Okay, so this thing is huge, and it's very hard to get a shot of this thing in frame with a single frame. But as you can see there, it's the KRG. This is the Bravo chassis, and it is a big, heavy stainless bull barrel. And again, I've got the EC tuner brake on the end of it there. And then this here is the ZC840. Zero compromise optics, all elevation turrets, and the turrets can be re-zeroed. So once you get it sighted in, you can adjust those turrets and get them back to 0. I think this scope actually has 27 mils of adjustment, and then I've got that mounted with the spur mount on top of that. And then again, there's the Zermatt arms, long action, Bighorn TL3. So very nice, very smooth. And then I ordered it with this particular bolt handle. And then, like I said, got the diamond trigger that I mounted inside of that. Now, one thing I did do on the chassis was I did buy an extension. So this is something I ordered when I ordered the Bravo chassis, and this actually inserts into the chassis and screws in or bolts in. And I did that just to extend out my bipod that I put on here. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments, and I'll get back to you on those. And we'll see you next week. Maybe by then it'll have warmed up here, and I can get out to the range, and we'll get a little shooting done, and I'll show you what those results look like. So y'all have a great day. We'll see you next week.